Hey hi, Serpent again. Today I'm showing you my Rev Seer OP build in Mistfall Hunter. And I'm not gonna lie, this build is extremely fucking disgusting. So, if you play it correctly, enemies feel like they can't move, they can't escape, they can't dodge properly, and once a combo starts, well, they basically become free loot. So, before we start, very important for you guys to notice, this build is not something you should run on a trash gear. For this setup, you need at least a purple set gear, and you also run Sigrid's Victory Wine on the last stage. Without that, the build still works, but it will not feel anywhere near as broken as it does with all the affixes and the purple gear. So stay until the end, because I'm also going to explain the difference between the solo build and my trio build, and why the trio version becomes absolutely insane when you combine it with Shadow Strix and a Blasphemer Seer as teammates. So enough of the yapping, let's jump into the build overview. Now let's talk about the solo version first. In the solo build, we take the Burst Rune. The reason we take the Burst Rune in solo is because we need the extra stagger pressure. When you're alone, nobody is there to follow up for you. You need your own control, your own pressure, and your own way to stop enemies from freely dodging into safety. The Burst Rune gives us the extra stagger value, which is extremely important in 1v1s or even 1v2 situations. In solo, the goal is to catch the enemy with stagger, punish their dodge timing, and force them into a situation where they either fight for you on your terms or get completely locked down. So that's why the solo setup is more self-sufficient. You don't rely on a teammate, you bring your own control, you bring your own pressure, and you bring your own skill setup. So for solo, Burst Rune is the pick, because stagger wins the fight. So as you can see, we're also playing with the Punishment Rune. This is just the annoying part of the Rev Seer because you get an auto turret which attacks the enemies all the time. So take it with you, let the enemy panic. As our next skill, we're taking the Binding Rune. That's our CC. Also we take the Wind Surge and the Healing Art. That's basically our offensive skill tree. So as next, let's take a look on the talent tree. We take Potent Wounding, Enhanced Wrecking, Synergy, Rigidity, Sustain, Self-Preservation, and also Opportunist Strike. What Opportunist Strike is doing, it enhanced the stun duration with our psionic orbs when we hit an enemy with the Wind Surge. That's pretty important for you guys if you need to keep your distance. Also, we take Deep Healing, which heals us more the more health we lost. So, and that's the complete solo build for you people. Enjoy. Let's step into my trio build. As you can see, my skill overhaul is a little bit different. So let me explain it a little bit further for you guys. As you can see, we swapped the Burst Rune into the Windwalker Rune. Windwalker Rune is pretty insane in trio because it gives us dodge distance and reduce the dodge distance of the enemies. This gives us and our teammates a huge advantage because dodging is so important in this game. As for the Divine Arts, we're changing the Surge skill to the Death Ward skill. Because Death Ward gives our mate a death prevent duration and also in super armor. So we prevent his death, giving him super armor, so he can basically not die in this time. And can't be staggered as well. So that's fucking OP. Let's take a look to the talents. We just changed a little bit here. We took self-preservation away from us and took for this retention. What retention does is pretty simple. It increases the super armor duration we give our teammate with Death Ward. This on the Blasphemer Seer or Shadow Strix makes them pretty unkillable. As next, we're taking away the opportunity strike and taking leverage. Leverage is in combination with Windwalker Rune pretty OP because it recovers our dodge recovery speed and increases it. So we can dodge even more, even farther than enemies even can. So that's an important core skill. And why this is so OP in trio is, let's say a teammate of you playing the Blasphemer Seer and taking the Thorns sigil. This synergizes with our Windwalker Rune, since he reduces the movement. So basically, if you combine the trio build with the Blasphemer Seer, using his Thorns and the dodge distance reduction talent, as you can see here, binding, enemies basically can't dodge anymore. That is the difference. Solo build, more self-control and stagger. Trio build, more team pressure, movement abuse, and full dodge lockdown. And that's what we want to get in trio. So, that's my Revenant Seer build. Again, don't forget, you need at least a purple gear set, and you want Sigrid's Victory Wine on God Brew tier to really make this build feel broken. The solo version is already broken, but the trio version with a Blasphemer Seer and Shadow Strix as teammates is honestly disgusting. Enemies can't dodge, can't reset, can't escape, and once the combo starts, it's basically over. Drop a like if this helped you, subscribe for more Mistfallhunter builds, and write in the comments if you want a full Blasphemer Seer combo build next. It's Serpent, and I'll see you in the mist. Peace out.